So most of you out there are feeling pretty good today. You think you've put a dent in Obama's administration because the Republicans won throughout most of the country. I don't know about liberal New York or Hymietown with all those liberal fracking Jews over there. I don't know what happened there, but you folks didn't win anything because there are no Republicans. There are no Democrats. They work for the same people. Wake up. And you'll see, because the Phoenix is never wrong when it comes to these matters. I've been studying this for many years and watched every administration. Every administration did one thing and one thing only. Passed more laws that will restrict your freedom because the Zionist Jews, the Ashkenazi, non-Semitic Jews, who are in truth Khazars from Eastern Europe, control both parties through the Israeli lobby. And if you doubt me, you fracking idiot, Google it. It's over. Ballots ain't going to do anything for you. The only thing that's going to help are bullets. And you got to make sure that you instigate them to come to you. And then not be there and then give the surprise attack like the Afghanistan people did to the Russians in Afghanistan. Guerrilla warfare. Folks, you won nothing. You voted. You know what? There's a book that you should get yourself if you can afford the book. I doubt you can afford it because you're so impoverished by the Democrats and the Republicans and the depression that's going on that's being masqueraded as a recession. Get the book, The Dialogues of Machiavelli and Montesquieu in Hell. They're on their way down to hell in some sort of purgatory realm. And Montesquieu thinks he's a good guy, and Machiavelli is not the bad guy. He just knows about bad things. So he tells Montesquieu, what if I told you there was a country, a government on earth, and he was alluding, by the way, at the time, to the France in the third Napoleonic era, Napoleon III era, that the prince controlled both parties and caused what you call organized dissent, one against the other, or contellepro, counterintelligence. So you went to the polls, had an election, think you're living in a democracy. Wow. And you vote for someone who appears to be on your side, and he does the opposite of what the other side will do, and vice versa. Because a democracy is not the rule of the majority, or as some may say, mob rule, which is preposterous. Because no mob rules anything. The mob itself is always ruled by the hidden few. That's why George Orwell, whose real name was Eric Blair, stated in his essays, every democracy becomes a collective oligarchy, where the majority or the so-called ostensible leaders that are put in your face are not really leaders at all. They are puppets for the real leaders who lurk in the shadows. That's why you get the phrase shadow government, a collective oligarchy. You won nothing and you made a jackass of yourself for even going to the polls. But you know what? Keep your smiles, pretend all is well. You'll see the Phoenix is never wrong.